Good morning. I usually start off this podcast with hello, sports fans. Welcome to episode 227 of the Guru Talkin Sports podcast. I am your host, the Guru of Sports. But today is a little bit different. For a long, long time, I've told you guys I don't like to talk politics on this program. This is sports, and this is supposed to take you away from politics and the harsh reality of the world. But today I'm forced to. What happened in Butler, Pennsylvania yesterday was just very much uncalled for. I've never had to sit down and talk to my youngest son about what was this about. Never had to. But since this is the first time that actually both Dante and Caden had to experience this, I had to talk to him a little bit. I'm just really upset about the way things in this country is going on. I don't say too much because the thing about it is that, I see everything. I see all the things that go on in this country. And I'm not right wing, left wing. I am dead center, in the middle, neutral. This has got to stop, America. This has got to stop. There's hatred on both sides of this debate. And, like I said, I'm not going to go deeply into it, but, this is not the America I grew up on. This is not what I wanted to talk to my kids about. This is just not right. And I'm, like I said, I don't know if you, whatever side of the aisle you're on, I can't deal with it. This is uncalled for. This is very much uncalled for. I was going to come out here today and talk about, we finally got to the All-Star break. And boy, believe it, a couple teams that I like really need to be at the All-Star break. The Orioles can't find a way to win at home now. The Blue Jays are struggling. Well, they're basically almost dead out of it. And then there's the Dodgers that can't freaking win. Got swept up by the Phillies, and they won a game. But then again, they turn around and they lose another crucial game to the Tigers. This is what I wanted to talk about, but I can't talk about this. It seems as though this politics just keeps coming up and up and up. And as much as I try to ignore it or try to take my thoughts and, views away from this, I can't. It's just hard. I just don't understand why this country is the way it is. Can't believe it. You know, let us heal this country. Let us please go back to the normal way it was in this country. A peaceful America is a good America. Let's concentrate on the things that we need to concentrate on instead of trying to divide this place, this country. You know, I don't know. I'm just like everybody else. I do my job, I work, and, I pay my bills, I pay my taxes, and I do what I'm supposed to do. And every time I try to shield it out and not concentrate on that because of what I do, when I'm on the road, I like to listen to sports, I like to listen to the radio, I like to listen to music. I can't do it because this keeps coming up. And it takes my mind away from what I'm supposed to concentrate on. We got to stop people. We got to sit back and look at the things that's going on. I had a joke that, I tell people, and, it's not really political, but I just say, I got the craziest birthday of all time. My birthday falls on election day. And then people, usually, I don't go into it. I just, tell people, hey, I got the unfortunate birthday of having, fall on election day. This is not what I wanted my birthday to be remembered as. I shared the same birthday with some really, really cool people. Titter Swinson, Dana Jacobson, the late, great Bill Walton, Odell Beckham Jr., just to name a few. But I can't just deal with the nonsense that's going on in this country right now. It's just too much. And the thing about it is that it seems like it's not getting better. It's just getting worse. People, we need to do the right thing. I didn't want to start this monologue off by, talking about 10 minutes or so into why this country is the way it is. I'm not going to, like I said, politics is not my thing. It's not. But we got to get ourselves together. We should be concentrating on baseball, basketball, Summer League basketball, Major League Baseball, the WNBA, golf is going on, the Scottish Open is going on. There's other sports that's going on in this world. Copa America, the European Championship, soccer today. I'm going to watch that. But it keeps coming up. My gosh, people, wake up and look at what's going on in this country. And I'm not telling you, what you should do, who you vote for or whatever, but the thing about it is realize that this is not America. This is not. This is not the America I grew up with. This is not the America I served my country for. This is not America. We gotta get together. We gotta solve out these differences and get our ass in gear and turn this thing back around. I'm not gonna blame any administration. I'm not gonna blame no one. But the thing about it is that we should be able to get this thing going and go back in the right direction. That's all I got to say about that. I'm just worn out by all this. I'm worn out. I mean, it's just I just can't. I just want to start talking about the right things. I can't start off this podcast talking about the ignorance of the people in this country, some of these people in this country, and what this country has gone to. You got soccer going on, which is, one of the biggest things. Angel Reese, her double streak ended last night. The Chicago Sky lost to the New York Liberty. You got the Sun playing today. You got the Storm playing today. The Orioles are going to try to salvage one game before the All-Star break. They're on a 5-game losing streak, and believe me, this is not pretty. This is not pretty. Something in that clubhouse needs to be shaken up. Why is it all of a sudden now that these guys forget how to play baseball? Change is needed. Change is needed all the way around. I'm not talking about in the sports world. I'm talking about everywhere. I only think that, we should be able to get this job done and be able to get, things back in the right way it was. But anyway, I digress on politics, and I'm done for politics. Like I said, I never talk politics on this program. Yesterday was a very interesting day. Got a chance to hang out a little bit and do a few things. Went out and got something to eat, and believe me, I am so stuffed right now. And it's early in the morning. It's so early in the morning. I'm actually, just up early like I am every Sunday morning to talk to you guys. I usually do this podcast around, it depends, anywhere from midnight all the way up until about maybe 6 or 7 in the morning. The only reason is that at work, work all week. Late Friday night is beginning recovery, and Saturday is basically a recovery day. I mean, sometimes I might have to take a nap on Saturday or get up later than I normally do. Let's say if I get up usually after 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't try to get up early on Saturdays. But what I do is basically uh, try to do this podcast as early as possible before uh, the kids wake up. The doggies usually wake up and you know run back here to see me, and I basically have to get this thing done. Well, two people I wanted to talk about before I get off here. Dr. Ruth Westheimer passed away. She was 96 years old. And if you don't know who Dr. Ruth is, go back and check the Google pages of her and everything. She was a little small. I think she was German-born doctor that was, I guess, very helpful for a lot of people. She knew about sex, and I don't talk about sex on this podcast because that's one of the things that I've banned. I ban politics, sex, and religion. So that's one of the things. I just have to say that. My condolences to Dr. Ruth Westheimer, and she's always been a great woman to learn things from. So Richard Simmons, if I know some of you got people over the age of under the age of maybe 30 don't know who Richard Simmons is. Richard Simmons was a fitness, they called him a fitness guru. Well, fitness guru. Let's put it at that. But he was very, very highly high energy, and very, entertaining, to say the least. I'm not, I don't know too much about Richard Simmons. I just used to, I think he was the one that invented Sweat to the Oldies or something like that. But my condolences goes out to Richard Simmons' family. He was 76, and I think he took a long hiatus. He just basically left out of the spotlight of Hollywood and everything, and he just basically just kind of like just went off. Nobody knew where he was. Some people thought that he was kidnapped years ago, and we find out. I found out yesterday that he had passed away. So my condolences to Richard Simmons and his family, Dr. Ruth Westheimer and her family, and also Monty Kiffin passed away, Lane Kiffin's father, and he was the architect of the Tampa 2 defense, and he was very, very, very well known. He was actually, I think, the defensive coordinator. No, he wasn't. That was Jim Johnson. I'm thinking about Jim Johnson. The defensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers the year they won the Super Bowl back, and I think it was 2002 or so. All right. So other than that, like I said, I just really didn't have too much sports to talk about today, because the thing about it is that the news, the world news, just kind of happened this time. I'm not. When you listen to this podcast, you'll hear very much a disdain in my voice for the way this country is going and the way things are. You know, prices going up, you know. Car insurance is going up. Gas is going up. Food is going up. I can't, you know, we can't, you know, we can't deal with this, America. We can't. We've got to do the right thing. Anyway, like I said, we're going to get out of here a little bit early, but just do me a favor and pray for this country. Pray for the right thing. Pray for a brighter day. You know. Years ago when I was growing up, I always knew that there was something good about this country. Even though there's a lot of evil people out there and evil ways that goes on, I knew that there's something good about this country. Let's find it again. Let's get out there and do the right thing. Be a good man in society. That's what I was always told. And that's how I told Caden and Dante to be. Be a very, very good influence on society. Also told him not to mess up my name. Don't disrespect my last name. Before I leave, I want to tell you, I had a chance to talk to my good buddy, and I told him he's like my brother, my man Dave May Jr. All I'm going to say is that we haven't talked in a while, but he's been going through a few things, but I'm not going to mention anything. I don't put out anybody's business on this podcast. Like I said, I'm very, we have a good relationship, and he's my source. But like I said, I'm not going to put out any business. But do me a favor, please. Can you just pray for him and his family? Pray for him and his family. That's all I can say. I'm not going to go into details. Just pray for him and his family. Like I said, I get, much respect to him. He's a great guy, and he has a great family, and, I respect, the relationship we have as, colleagues, more or less, as my source, and I respect him as my brother, just like a brother. And like I said, just pray for him. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys take care of yourself. There's gonna be a long pause at the end of this. But like I said, you guys take care of yourself, and please let us do the right thing. There's no need for violence in this country. We don't need it. It's not right. Let's please heal this country back into the way it's supposed to be. Take care. Talk to you soon. Later.